I was watching basketball all last night until like 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, and I was just like, bro, I can still do this at this elite level. I was watching Kobe and Jordan, and I was just like, I was calling out the plays. I saw the triangle. That's what I used to run in elementary school. I was running that triangle like a professional by middle school. I know exactly what I got to do to get back, and I woke up this morning feeling better than ever. I got a text message thinking that I had orientation at a job at 11, and I woke up at like 10:30, and I was like, oh man, I gotta go walk these dogs, and then I gotta go. But thank God everything I need is right 2 seconds away. I know I took a step back again by leaving San Diego and leaving LA, leaving California, period. But I feel like to actually get my body together, to get the stress out, I need to be around people that actually knew who I was and loved me for genuine reasons. And honestly, I feel phenomenal for just, coming back here, coming back to Kingsville, and being around the people that I love. And I love being around and kind of building the community of friends and people that, look forward to watching my videos and just seeing me. And I'm back in, the service industry, talking to people, meeting people. So that's even more networking I could be doing. I'm back on this court full time in I give myself another month because, my Achilles is still sore, a little bit tender. I just did some running outside. And honestly, I the back feels great. The shoulder still clicks a little bit, but there's nothing I can't work my way out of. I just gotta eat better. I gotta do some more massaging. I gotta go to a masseuse maybe. Find a chiropractor, get my body cracked up. I know exactly what I gotta do, and I'm just so excited. Excuse me. I'm excited for this chapter. 39, 40. That's comeback season. 40, we'll have it. 39, we'll be working towards it. But I'm dedicated to this comeback, and that's all I'm worried about. The way I eat, the way I think, everything, every way I train. I'm not afraid to train, any way possible. That, if you want me to do gymnastics, you want me to go do dribbling, you want me to shoot, you want me to, just play defense, defensive slides and all that stuff. I could do that for hours, and that'll be fun. I just think about how my body gonna look after. I was looking at the scale. I got on the scale last night, and I was looking at my weight and all the muscle that I lost. Let's see. So I got this right here, and it says everything's in the green. Everything's in the green there. I don't know if you can really see that, but everything's in the green. And my body fat right now is at 13.8. I weigh 180.2. My muscle mass is at 147.8. And listen, I'm aggravated that I don't have the muscle that I want, from back in the day, but I know that I'll get there. What's this say? It says something about progression. Gain body weight. Oh shoot, this is cool. I like this. Okay, I love this scale. I gotta get an updated version of it though. But anyway, my BMI is still kind of high, but as I eat better, that'll go down. I still eating a lot of salt, honestly. And I'm close to fitness. Being fit. It says fitness level. I am in the fitness level. I'm close to being athletic. I don't know if you can see that, but I'm close to athletic. So I got to lose 0.8 more percent, and I'll be athletic. So that'll put me into the actual really good green. My muscle, I was at, let's see, give me a second. I was 180 something, 87 pounds of muscle, pure muscle. That's just muscle. And I'm down to 147.8, so 148. So that's 40 something, that's 40 pounds of muscle that I lost just for this comeback. And I got I'm gonna have the gym membership, so I'm gonna be in the gym. It's gonna be 24 hours. I'm gonna be at the gym, whatever time I don't want to go. Whenever I get some time off, I'm gonna be in there working on my legs, working on my upper body, everything, my core, everything like that. This comeback is gonna be crazy. I'm telling you, I'm gonna be at 200 pounds. That's the goal, and I want what I want. I'm not gonna stop until I get what I want, and I want the big ass house. I want the big mansion. I mean, I want the nice, all the cars that I want. I want all the attention that I want for my game and my smile and all this other stuff. I want what I want, and I'm gonna have it. You know, you stopped me for 20 years. You did. Okay, manipulation, you did that. But I'm manipulating myself back into my mode. And God knows that this is where I'm supposed to be doing. What I'm supposed to be, doing is playing basketball and just make people, creating people and creating people's happiness through my smile and my game and just the way I talk and things like that. I've learned so much, and through this experience, I may not have the same amount of time, but I feel like I could squeeze out a good 6 years if I just train myself the proper way. So whatever they ask of me, when I get on a team or I get, close to one, I'm doing it. And everything that I want to do, everything I ask of myself, I'm doing it. Nothing's gonna stop me this time around. I know that there's no turning back, and I know it's only going forward. So I thank you for your hatred. I thank you for all that, for your manipulation. I get it. Thank you so much. That's what you want to do to me. You want to ruin life. So now I'm gonna get my revenge. And my revenge is gonna be you seeing me on TV. I'm gonna be dropping buckets on these dudes. I'm not playing with nobody. My IQ is too high to just be sitting in some apartment. This should be just my bathroom size right here. Oh, this should be just my bathroom. My pool should be bigger than this. And that's what I'm gonna make happen. I'm gonna get the baddest baddie that has her mind put together, a great stable head on her shoulders. Family's very family oriented, have a beautiful family. And I'm gonna rebuild a family under your name. I'm not gonna get rid of it. I thought about it. I was like, yo, do I wanna change my last name? Do I wanna, or take my wife's name? And I was just like, no. I wanna be the side that you don't know. You know from watching it on TV. I want you to hear people say, yo, is that your son, or is that your nephew, or is that your cousin, or is that your... And you'd be like, yeah, but we don't speak. And then they're gonna ask you why, and you gotta explain. Okay? That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make you pay by having to watch me. So I'm putting in every bit of everything that I have every day to get back on this court and get the life that I really deserve, my purpose. So I'm up at it every day, all night. I gotta eat better, I gotta think better. And now this is just me data dumping the last bit of my manipulation and gaslight, got lit life and all this other, abuse that I went through the hands of my toxic family. Watch me succeed. I've never been so motivated before. I've never wanted anything more in my life. And if that is my motivation, to give you revenge in that form, because I don't want to hurt you. I want you to stay alive. I want you to be healthy as hell. I want you to remain as healthy as you possibly can be. Every once in a while, I'll drop you some money so you can make sure you're eating right. But don't call me thinking that I'm going to take care of you when you get old and shriveled up. You didn't think of me, so I'm not thinking of you in that way. When I needed you, you weren't there. So, the comeback is inevitable. I don't care if I twist my ankle. I don't care if I tweak my back. I will get this done. I don't care if I break a finger. I will get this done. I don't care if my wrist hurts. I don't care if my shoulders hurt. I don't care if my neck hurt. I don't care. I don't care. I want what I want, And I'm not stopping this time. I've learned a lot through this experience, this unnecessary experience that you put me through. And I've realized that I got a community. I'm building a community of people that I love. Never met you guys, but listen, the most solid family I ever had was because of this social media thing. I have people that I've been talking to since the day Instagram first came out. Even maybe Facebook, and I don't even pay attention to it. Didn't even notice it. That's what I mean. I'm not letting them down again. They know and I know that I should be way further than what I am, and I've taken a drop because of, toxic family issues. I'm gonna get my body back. I'm gonna eat better. Get my metabolic age back down. And I'm gonna smile the whole time. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to just have my body back and be able to do things and jump and run and, go through this whole process. I'm so thankful for you to put me in this situation, put these shoes on me, put these shackles on me, and I ripped them off. I had to find a torch to, to burn them off, to melt it off. But they're off. They're almost there. They're almost off. I feel so much stronger than I ever was. And I'm not talking about just bench pressing 400 something pounds without a spot, nigga. At 23, I was doing that. No, I'm talking about mentally strong, physically strong, spiritually strong. I've learned so much being in that car. I saw the way you looked at me when I bought that Infiniti. I saw you want to take that from me. You saw the way I was washing it every day. You saw the way I was doing that, and you was hating. You was mad. You saw the way I was walking around when I was happy, at my happiest, when I was with who I was with, when I was doing what I was doing, and I was finding it. I was guiding myself, and I was figuring it out on my own. And you wanted to stop me from that. I'm gonna blow by everybody. You can all come together again, collude, and put your money together, and you're still not gonna be able to touch anything that I do. Because my story is gonna be in a book, it's gonna be in a movie, it's gonna be snippets on YouTube, all types of stuff. People are gonna make fun of you. I want people to just see you guys walk out the house and just throw rocks at you. How dare you? How dare you? Stone you. With rubber. I wanted to just be enough to get your attention and just be annoying, like somebody just picking at you. Just like you nagged at me, I want somebody to just pick at you everywhere you go for the rest of your life. And don't call me when you're on your deathbed. Don't call me when you need something, because I tried to call you and you didn't want to answer. This is gonna be sweet revenge. But I still love you. But don't call me for nothing. Don't even speak my name. If somebody asks you if you know me, just be like, yo, I used to. Just the same way I have to walk around and I have to say that I know certain people, that's how you gonna have to do with me. You better hope that other offspring takes care of you, because I'm not. But anyway, I'm so ready to just go. I'm ready to just hoop. I'm ready to get my body, I'm fat right now, bro. I'm really like not even myself. But when somebody tries to take something from you, I want you to love what you love even more. Don't let them take that from you. That's why I stored everything right here. I remember everything. They remembering things, they can't stand that, because they don't want to be reminded of the things that they did to you. They don't want to be reminded, but I remind them every day. And I will remind them for the rest of their life by watching me on TV, doing whatever I'm doing, watching me on YouTube, watching me whatever way that they can, on the radio. I don't care what it is. I want my revenge, and it's gonna be through my success. I don't want to put a hand on you. I don't want to hurt you. I don't want to do none of that. I just want to make sure the last few days of your life or years of your life are just miserable because you did what you did to me. You made my life miserable unnecessarily. So, I've recorded this a couple of times already, and I was just like, bro, stop talking about this. But this is what motivates me. This is what motivates me to make sure that my kids don't have to worry about a parent being the way mine's were to me. My boys and my girls or whatever, my kids, you know, they have bickers, fight it out. But I want you to sit down and talk to each other and talk through it. Don't try to manipulate and fight and make them, you know, hate each other. Because my mother built my brother and I to hate each other. That's what she was trying to do. We never had a conversation. We never had a conversation, ever. There was never I never had a hug. I never had a I love you. I never had, oh my God, you're handsome. I love the way you're dressed. I never had none of that. Never. And I knew I was a model. I knew I was handsome. I knew I could hoop. I knew I could do this. When I broke my foot my senior year of high school, my father left me. He left me. Didn't even ask me if I was okay. Left me. I'll make sure that I'm there for my kids every second of the day. And that's why when I'm doing this work, I'm only worried about me. I'm not worried about a relationship. I'm not worried about nothing. I'm not worried about no woman. I'm not worried about having kids. I'm focused on me. If a woman wants to come into my life, she's gonna have to be able to catch the basketball and pass it back or shoot it herself. We play one-on-one. I'm going back to my old 15, 16, 17-year-old, 18-year-old days where I was only focused on myself in basketball. Because I've realized being in a relationship and dealing with somebody, you have to take on their burdens. You have to take on their bull crap. And I'm not trying to do that. I'm trying to get back some youthful time, and I'm not trying to add no stress to my life. I don't even like the fact that I have these 20 grays that I have on my chest, my beard. I can't wait to just get back out there and just crack it. Oh my. You've never seen anything like me. And I will build many players just like myself. Wherever I go, I will teach people my IQ and how smart of a basketball player, angles, everything. I love the game, and I can't believe I allowed you to keep me away from it, or anybody to keep me away from it. Whether I twisted my ankles or not, I should have still been working to get back on that court. And that's where I put my life in somebody else's hands. I believed in them. I trusted my parents. I trusted my family. I don't know why. They never gave me a reason to. And when I was focused on what I wanted to do, I was succeeding. But when I stopped and I allowed them to put their demonic ways into me, all they wanted to see me is just become a miserable person and make people hate me all around me. That's all they were trying to do. That's all they were trying to do. Manipulate. When people manipulate, that means they suckers. They suck at life. They're horrible people. They're shitty people. And you know how you deal with a shitty person? You work harder. You become more knowledgeable. You become more experienced from life, and you work harder, bro. You just put more effort into what you love. You be quiet and just write it down. This day that this person did this. This day this person said this. Or I take in mental notes, because they can burn a book. They can burn a little, a diary or whatever you want to call it. But they can't stop this. So I remember, and every time I don't want to rub them down that court, or I don't want to drive to this court, or I don't want to deal with, or somebody gives me negative energy, I'm gonna look at it like, this is the devil, this is my mother, this is my father, this is my brother, this is this nigga down the street talking crazy, trying to keep me from doing what I gotta do, what my purpose is. Watch me succeed. You know I'm going to do it. You know I can do it. You know I'm fully capable. And honestly, 38, 36, 39, 40, that's really just the start of a whole nother life. I got a lot more to go, God willing. Or whoever's in charge of this thing. But I feel like I'm in charge right now. With assistance, because he wants to help me get off. Get back to normal, get back to myself and be who I'm supposed to be. He wants me to, be the best version of myself. They want me, she wants me, whoever it is, I want it. I want it more than anything ever. I've never wanted this more than anything. And to be 39, 40, going into the league or whatever it is, and being the baddest man, like I'm still 15, that's the goal. And like I said, any day beyond today that I have to train, God help them. This is all just the start. This is all just the start of everything. And I want my revenge.